What are you capable of becoming when we overestimate what we are capable of doing? We also have extraordinary exemplars from this city to look at who are not only successful, but people who have struggled to be successful, people who have suffered on their way to being successful. Right? Out there, you look at a history of New York, we see people from Teddy Roosevelt, right, whose birthplace is just up on 22nd Street, right, all the way to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We have people from P.T. Barnum, who made it in New York, to Michael Bloomberg. Very, very different people, very successful in their own ways. New York sets a different bar. We go from Jay Rockefeller to Jay-Z. But we have these people who set their standards, and the thing about these people who set their standards that I find so fascinating that I hope will be helpful for you is that they transcended the common labels that we so often put on ourselves. Teddy Roosevelt, was he a US president? Of course he was. Is that all he was? Absolutely not. This is a man who suffered from horrible asthma growing up, couldn't go outside. That's where he discovered his love of books, by constantly being inside because he wasn't allowed outside. And as he grew out of this, he was able to go out and become an extraordinarily energetic, vibrant young man. He'd go on to be president, but a Rough Rider, an environmentalist. He started the national parks. Extraordinary what this man did. He is not just something that can fit on a business card like US president. That's not a bad thing to have on your card, but there's so much going on. For someone like Jay-Z, right? Someone like Jay-Z, is he just a rapper? What else is he? Entrepreneur, what else? Beyonce's husband, which Allie loves, right? Yeah. He is many, many things. Maybe most importantly, he's Beyonce's husband, but he has transcended just doing those things. When I talked to DMX last night, he was like, when he described John, he was like, he wasn't, oh, he's a photographer. That guy is so creative. What an artist. What a soul. There are certain things that we can become which transcend simple labels. And that is a really challenging thing, maybe the biggest challenge you'll face. Because we will all feel the pressure to describe what we do to somebody. I'm a lawyer. Oh, all of a sudden, boom, they have you in a box. I'm going to medical school. Bam, you're in a box. Right? I'm in academia. Boom, you're in a box. And not only for them, but for yourself. Only by being able to transcend that and being brave enough to do that do you end up realizing what I like to call the unique voice. Right? When you actually can pursue what you want, right, for something you are truly and harmoniously passionate about, that has meaning for you, that is when you can realize a unique voice. And it's not about finding your label. It's about finding your voice. It's about becoming something greater than what someone can describe you as in a word or two or three. It's the ability to communicate through your heart, which is really hard to translate.